Hey friends, Diane here. Mrs. Meyer points us to Galatians 5:16, the Amplified version, which is a powerful concept. It says, "But I say walk habitually in the Holy Spirit. Seek Him and be responsive to His guidance, and then you will certainly not carry out the desires of the sinful nature, which responds impulsively without regard for God and His precepts." This is usually what I call north and south issue. We cannot walk both north and south at the same time because they are polar opposites, right? We either deliberately walk north or we on purpose turn around and walk south. Same concept here. Either we will follow the Holy Spirit or we will follow our flesh, sinful person we used to be. We cannot do both at the same time. We must choose to follow Jesus or me, myself, and I. She states people say things like, "I know I shouldn't do this, but," "I know I should clean the house, but," "I know I should pay the bills, but." You see, all these prove that we all hear from the Holy Spirit because we know what we ought to do. The truth is, too often we just don't want to follow His wisdom. Yet it is only when we follow God's guidance that we can have a greater measure of this abundant life. Remember, polar opposites. So if we choose to do whatever we feel like doing, and it is not what God would have us do, then it leads to those death symptoms I often talk about. Things like anxiety, confusion, depression, anger, bitterness, none of the things we want in life. But if we choose to follow God, then life gets filled more with peace and joy. The great news she shares is that if we make the time to develop one good habit, many times it can knock off several bad ones at the same time. For example, if we make it a habit to place our car keys in the same designated spot every time we come back home, we can avoid stressing out as we rush around looking for them the next time we are trying to get out the door. In addition, we will not be getting to wherever it is we are going late either. This habit of organization dismisses several problems from our lives. All this requires we live on purpose for a purpose. I love how she says, normally, nothing good happens accidentally. You can catch a cold, but you cannot catch health. Mrs. Meyer says our problem is we do not know how to think properly, and our behavior follows our thoughts. As I am always reminding us, we have to be aware of our thoughts, the ones that come into our minds, and not be quick to just receive any one of them as if they were our own. Let's lean on the Holy Spirit to help us discern which thought leads to life and which we can do without. I'll see you tomorrow.